10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, BCL enjoyers. I am here today with another favorite caster of mine. My name is Yellow Hat, and today we have a wonderful match between Cheeky, Breachy, and Revolt. And here with me today, I have the one and only Heritage. Heritage, how you doing, my friend?
Hold on, wait, you're not Rip. Who are you? No, I'm just playing. I get to do a cast again, but this time I am not on drugs, so that's great to know.
That's always a good thing. So, anyways, today, like I said, we have two pretty good European teams. We have Revolt and we have Cheeky Breachy. And the winner of today's match will be facing Wicked. So this will be an important match for either one of these teams. And so, I know the Cheeky Breachy guys a little bit more. They come over from the Pavlov side of things. Do y'all know the Revolt team, Heritage, by chance?
I'm not sure about the Revolt team. I think they came from like a random pickup. Yeah, yeah. I think they started out from Europe, and then I think they just had a mixture of players coming in from other titles like Gun Raiders, Pav, and Pop. And essentially, they kept playing pubs together, and then that man Tebs, I believe, right there, got them all together, and then essentially created Revolt.
Nice. And so from what I can see from our lovely observer Ruby, thank you as always for doing the cams for these. We see that it looks like the team that voted on the map is going to be doing Hideout, I believe. And so Hideout going to be the first map. At least in my opinion, Hideout tends to be the most close quartered map of the three. There is some chances for like some nice little long range engagements from outside and in, but you have any words on the map Hideout, Heritage?
I mean, Hideout, yeah, as you said, if we want a close range, I think we may see a lot more close range. You obviously want to go with Vezin, but I do believe we're going to see a lot more Cyclones in the round compared to Vezins because it's just so close. If you decide to play that towards that second floor A and B, that's where most engagements you're going to play like around like a close 5 meter fight.
Right. And I think from last time I watched Cheeky Breachy, I mean, they were on the defending side and they were up 6-0 and almost lost it, but I think they took a 7-5 victory on the last
Round.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think.
It goes up to 12. There's no OT or like just final round.
But yeah, I mean, so I haven't also seen Rebel play on this map too much. Fuse kind of, Cass can't see, but Fuse is very eagerly awaiting to press that button. Has his hand right over it.
He's very excited.
Yeah. So, anyways,
just hit it, Fuse. Hit it, Fuse.
You want to hit it. There it is. All right, we're getting started. Round number one of map number one of Cheeky Breachy versus Revolt, and we have Cheeky Breachy starting on the Revolter side, meaning they're going to be on the defense here, and then Revolt going to be on the Enforcer side, meaning that they're going to be on the attackers, for those of you that are new here, of course. And so we've got on Cheeky Breachy, Sir Roberts, Jake the Dog, Black Cat, Toxic, and O.O, aka Funny Monkey, as the Pavlov community knows him as. And then over on Revolt, we have Mr. Tabs, Caramels 69, Hazel VR, Compacted Dot, and Fuse. And so we have a first floor set of sites for this round. And the unique thing about Breachers, again, for those that are new, is that where the sites are will just be randomly determined at the beginning of each round. So each team has to adapt their defenses. So we're going to be seeing the round getting started here. And it's looking like they're going to be doing split defense between Garage and the first floor here. Mr. Tabs putting some breaching foam onto the main garage door. O.O just kind of patiently looking towards the other door here. Door does get breached. We saw plenty of time here, and looking like Hazel is going to want to peek into this door, but again, both teams playing very patiently here. And the unique thing about Breachers is that you have a lot of time in these rounds to just meticulously clear out each sort of side. Hazel looking to push in here. Oda gets caramels, but Hazel gets the refrag there, and it's a 4-on-4. Sir Roberts missing some shots. Hazel picks up another kill. 3 versus 4 for Cheeki Breachi. The EMP is going to go down. Toxic gets another kill. Jake the dog gets the kill, but Compacted Dog gets 2 more. Black Cat now in a 1 versus 1, and Black Cat going to be able to clutch it, and that is it. Cheeki Breachi, just like that, frag after frag, going to be able to get the kills and get the defuse here, earning themselves the first round. Lots of stuff going on there. A lot of dissect. What do you got for me, Heritage?
Oh man, just a whole round of chaotic mess right there. You can see there, as much as Revolt would have liked, you know, be able to play that hatch on storage, just able to farm him down, able to pinch onto O.O there, but just for that plant there, just not able to go down. I think Black Cat was around that flank as well, just able to find the last 2 members of Revolt and able to get that EMP diffused.
Yeah, I mean, both teams doing a really good job, as we can see. Just on the first round alone, just getting the refrags. You know, somebody get fragged out, teammate would get the refrag. Somebody else gets fragged out, boom, refrag comes in. I mean, both these teams seem pretty coordinated as of at least the first round. And so we're going into this next round here with a 3rd floor assault here coming out from from Revolt. And so this round, it's kind of been an established meta that we see Cyclones from both teams, and in addition, you're going to see a lot of util, but the winning team of the pistol round going to have a little bit more utility to play around with. So
O.O has a Vezin. O.O has a Vezin, so we're getting a 2nd round Vezin.
Yeah, I mean, usually you see a lot of Cyclone, but O.O just going full out, going for the Vezin play here, and we'll see what happens, but it's looking like Revolt is going to go towards the back of the house here. Hatch does get breached by Revolt, and Compacted Dot is going to be looking down, trying to see if anybody gets a little bit greedy here. But we have a 4-1 split. Mr. Tab's going to be just kind of clearing these angles here. Again, you have a lot of time in breachers. You don't have to go too crazy. And we see Revolt pushing in with the drone here. And they're going to be breaching over towards A. It's looking like an A take. And we actually see Black Cat going to be lurking on the floor here, but they're going to be going for a fast play onto A site here. And Cheeki Breachi are going to have to react to this. Jake the dog picks up the first frag there as he picks up caramels, but EMP is planted. Sir Roberts picking up Hazel, and now it's a 3-on-5 for Revolt to try to hold off. Fuse picks up Black Cat. Mr. Tabs picks up Toxic. Fuse picks up Jake the dog just like that. It's a 2-on-3. Fuse picks up another one, and they just clean house. Revolt picking up the 2nd round and getting themselves a Vezin off of that. So huge round coming out from Revolt. Heritage, what do you got for me?
You know, definitely that was a pretty. I honestly thought that Cheeki Breachi would be able to get that retake there, but I'm not sure what happened. I think the side of Revolt was just ready, just to I think hit B, no matter what. Or was that A? I'm too lazy. I just call it. I just call it Showers bomb site. So
that makes sense. Yeah, it was they did an A take there, and they were pretty attentive to the flank too, considering Black Cat was trying to flank there.
He was trying to flank. I think someone was watching around that stair side, and like not to underestimate, but you know, Revolt are able to get that foam wall. Able to foam that wall as well as that door block. So now Cheeki Breachi have to worry about 2 areas to just worry about, and then obviously the you know, rotate was there for Cheeki Breachi, but I really don't think it was enough when that much pressure is applied to A site.
Yeah, and I mean, so we see both teams actually going 4 Vezins, and then we have 1 player on the Taurus there, O.O, but knowing him from Pavlov, he is capable of hitting those headshots. Fuse going to be the drone man for Revolt here, and they are clearing it out. I believe Toxic gets spotted there, and so they're going to push in with that drone. Mr. Tab's going to be putting some breaching foam on the B site. And they're just going fast. A little spam coming in through the walls. Mr. Tab's going for another breach, and they're just kind of opening up B site here. Black Cat once again on the lurk. Jake the dog is pinned. Shots coming out. Compacted Dot. Oh, O.O picks up a headshot. Jake the dog picking up another kill. 4-on-3 here. O.O looking for those kills. 3v3 now. And Revolt having the health advantage here. They know where 2 of these 3 players are. Compacted Dot picks up Jake the dog. And now it's up to Black Cat, who's on the lurk, and O.O to hold it down. But 2 players are low here.
Oh, hold on.
Cat
Hold on.
flank here.
Hold on.
Picks him up through the wall. 2-on-2. Picks up another one. Black Cat. And Hazel gonna be heard going over towards the other breached wall, but Hazel knows exactly where O.O is. Minute 50 left on the clock. Black Cat has EMP control. Hazel has some work to do here, but if he can pick up Black Cat, I mean, that would be huge. Oh, O.O gets spotted there. So, minute 30 left on the clock. Hazel trying to do some stuff here. She's kind of sneaking around here.
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of EMP control. I think Black Cat doing
barely spotted there, but Hazel takes a lot of damage. Black Cat gonna reposition behind the van. Minute 15 left. Oh, Black Cat 10 gets spotted. Hazel picks up Black Cat. Minute 10. Hazel gets the heal as well. O.O now in a huge disadvantage with only a Revolt and a Dream, but it doesn't matter. Actually manages to find a Vezin, and O.O picks up the headshot onto Hazel, winning the round for Cheeki Breachi. Just a lot of back and forth there. There was so much going on.
Yeah, definitely there was a lot going on. You know, I thought Revolt fully had that situation. I mean, they controlled most of that site. So, you know, they were able to force Cheeki Breachi to really outspots, but just, I think in that 3v2, they just did not check that flank. Especially, you have a player up. You could just clear that flank as much as you want. I think just, they played too much. They didn't play their time management, and I think that's what costed them.
Yeah, and I mean, they had the numbers advantage at first, and then they weren't able to walk into the site. I mean, they got the entry frag, and then Cheeki Breachi responded with 2 frags right there. I mean, you know, like I said, these teams are pretty even, which is really nice to see. And those of you that are new to my casting, at least, something I always say whenever you have 2 really evenly matched teams, especially at the highest level, it's the team that makes the fewest mistakes that's eventually going to take the victory. And so, even there, it was a 1-on-1. A lot of these rounds has come down to 1-on-2s, 1-on-1s, and so it's been interesting to see. But we're getting into round number 4 here. O.O takes a little bit of damage right off the rip. It's their tabs. Gonna be doing a little sprint peek there, trying to see if he can get any information there. But O.O does get healed, so both teams full health. Revolt trying to look for a little bit of an entryway here, but they're going to be breaking into garage. Black Cat able to get the first kill on the compacted dot. It's probably going to be falling back. Black Cat huge to the work, but Caramel actually picks him up. Mr. Tabs picking up O.O, and Revolt has opened up B-site here. Now all they have to worry about is Jake the dog. Caramel picks up another kill onto Sir Roberts. Jake the dog trying to get some damage here, but the EMP is going to go down to B, and Jake the dog gets taken out, and Caramels with a bunch of frags there, getting the final kill onto Toxic, and Revolt show their dominance on that round. 2-2 for these teams.
Yeah, definitely there. I mean, just Revolt, I think they tied it here, right?
Yeah, they tied it 2-2.
Yeah, they tied it here. So, you know, Revolt able to use that hatch, I believe, just, you know, in that garage, just to play it so damn well, you know, especially in this type of game where verticality, especially on this map here at Hideout, verticality is literally everything.
Yeah, and I mean, especially now look at the eco of Cheeki Breachi. I mean, they're going to be forced onto Cyclones here. So Robert's actually kind of going for the hero Vezin play. Jake the dog picking up an RCP. Don't see that too much, but, you know, Sir Robert's actually swapping over to the RCP.
Hey, don't jinx it, Yellow. Don't jinx it.
Hey, you know what? Every time I have said that an SMG play is a bad play, I've been proven wrong. So chat, I'm looking forward to being proven wrong once again as we get into round number 5. Getting started in a few seconds. Let's hope for some RCP action here.
I'll give you 5 gifted on your channel if Robert gets like a 4
I'd be down. All right, so Roberts, make the RCP work. Let's see it. So
I better see a spray meta.
That would be funny. Anyways, so Sir Robert's taking some additional damage here. Going to be backing up towards the A site here, and Revolt gets their drone in, and it's looking like Roberts is pointing out they're going to be breaching over towards A. Roberts does take out the drone. Flashbang does come in.
Yeah, site.
Another flashbang. Yeah. Oh, so Roberts makes it too. Almost gets a third. Jake the dog takes out Mr. Tabs, and now it's a 3-on-2. Fuse does have the cloak here, but it actually wears off. It looks like Black Cat might be down below.
You literally just have to defend that site. You have to just defend that site. But I don't think the race with Black Cat just on that flank there. I don't think he does
Black Cat gets a headshot, and he knows where the last one is. They can push in now and go for the defuse. Black Cat with a huge flank. Gonna be able to earn Cheeki Breachi the round, and like I said, chat, I've been proven wrong. Sir Roberts picks up 2 frags with the RCP. I expect some gifted subs.
I said 4.
Oh, you said 4. All right. I didn't.
How
sign
about
the
1?
contract or
Is
anything.
1 okay? Is 1 okay? Just 1 gifted.
Yeah, you don't have to, but if you feel inclined, go for it. But anyways, not to self-advertise or anything. Yeah. But moving into the 6th round, a huge save round coming out from Cheeki Breachi, and Revolt is still gonna have the economy here to go full Vezin. Cheeki Breachi gonna be caught right up. We have some players with some money, and then O.O and Sir Roberts a bit on the poorer side. So this round is going to be important for them, especially it is the last round of the first half, so both teams going to be fully buying out as much as they can. So it's really going to come down to which team has more utility.
Yeah, you look at Revolt there. They don't have a lot of smokes to work with. I think they only went for flags as well as a flash. That does work for just going straight into sight, but when you have to cover angles, that's when smoke starts to be a star in this game.
Yeah. And we see Cheeki Breachi going for a little double mine. I've seen some teams do that. They'll put 2 mines in the same exact spot to go for the insta kill.
Yeah, insta kill. It's so good, but if a player spots it, that's basically $400 gone.
Yeah. Frags come in right away. Caramel, that frag is actually going to go around the door perfectly to the point where the mines don't get
they studied geometry.
Does he walk into it? I want Hazel, or does she walk into it? I want Hazel to walk into it. Jake the dog picks up Mr. Tabs through the smoke and through the wall. Sir Roberts picks up Hazel. Caramel gets taken out. Sir Roberts. Black Cat gonna be taken out by Fuse. Sir Roberts with some major shots onto Fuse there.
Yeah, they really can't do anything here. They only have a stem as well as a cloak. I mean, they wasted all their frags. They're
trying to just open up the site.
Yeah, they try to open up the site.
Sir Roberts overextends a little bit there. Corrupted Dot is going to be able to pick up Sir Roberts, and now
does Cheeki know they have EMP? Does Cheeki know they have EMP down? I think they
potentially. Not sure.
I think if they have one, they don't have a player on parkour.
I mean, even then, they could spam through that yellow wall there as soon as they hear the plant. So that might be the plan that they're going for. It's going to look to go up, and perhaps they might need to look around.
Oh, there's the smoke.
Oh, here's the extra util, but it doesn't matter. Fuse takes a little bit of damage there. The smoke doesn't land as well as Fuse would have hoped for.
I think Fuse also threw a flash there. They just went the wrong way, so I think he accidentally flashed himself, but that smoke does not cover, but the molly's there. So essentially, Revolt is getting denied that side control, and you really can't do anything when that EMP is on that wall there, as Jake's able to find compacted, but in a 1v3 and a last round situation, you really can't do anything.
There's some mines here, too. Oh, there's some damage coming on Fuse. Fuse is just taking all the damage, and I think there was a breaching foam there, but minute left on the clock. Fuse doesn't have a lot of time to make this work.
I heard it.
The wall.
He found O.O, but
there's still some mines here. Is Fuse gonna walk into them?
No, I don't think he's gonna walk into it because of that static field right there. That's gonna just lock down it because someone else is gonna watch that door. I think you're gonna have Toxic's gonna watch that door there. So Fuse really can't do anything. He just has to might have to push through that main garage or gym.
Fuse waiting for the heal there, but I don't think they're gonna be able to pull it off.
He won't have time. I don't think he won't have time for that stem to go through. He used it at like 1 minute 15, so I think he just have to go.
I'm glad you're attentive to that because I did not pay attention to that, not gonna lie. Fuse trying to make things work, just needs to go for it, but probably not even gonna have time to get the EMP down.
Oh, the nade!
And O.O takes out Fuse. Cheeki Breachi up 4-2 as we get to the end of the first half. So you find this map to be a little bit more defender-sided or attacker-sided as we go into the second half here?
I honestly think it just depends on the bomb sites. If you look at something like second or like first story, you know, kitchen side, that's obviously going to be heavily defender sided because you could just watch that top hatch from bedroom side, as well as one of the stairs, as well as rock wall. But if you get something like, you know, gym or showers, then that's going to be attacker sided, where you could just go straight in and you have a lot more verticality to play with.
Exactly, and so I think from the last time I've seen Cheeky Breachi play on Hideout, they struggled a little bit with their Enforcer side, but they did great on the Revolter side, so I do wonder how Revolt here will be able to play their defense, and so it's going to be interesting to see how both teams kind of defend. Both teams have been trading each other out really well. You know, somebody gets frags, they get the refrag. Both the utility usage on either team has been really good to see as well. So as we get into the second half here of match number 1, Sir Roberts is going to be looking for the cheeky little peek here to see if he can catch a player off guard. It's looking like that Cheeky Breachi want to go over towards A. They saw that work against them a couple rounds, and so they might be trying to look to replicate the same here. Mr. Tabs is going to be behind the boxes here with compacted dot. They just have a nice crossfire here. And looking at the other side of the defense, we have 2 players over on the B side, both Hazel and Carmels, and then Fuse right behind the box as well. So
I'm actually surprised by the defensive revolt. You know, you're basically giving up most of that map control, which you don't want to do on Hideout, especially when they're just all stacked there on site. They could obviously, you know, they're a lot more closer to rotates, but you kind of block yourself. You're kind of shooting yourself in the foot when you have map control, as Jake's gonna start hitting that foam there.
Cheeky little peek there that Mr. Tabs is doing, as we can see. It's just right through. But he misses his shots, and Mr. Tabs does get spotted out, and Black Cat is going to be able to plant here, but Mr. Tabs would have to push out to try to stop the plant, but EMP gets planted with no damage being done by either team. So Roberts gets the first frag onto Caramels here. 4-on-5 retake for Revolt to try to pull off here, and with a solid defense coming out from Cheeky Breachi. This is going to be a hard retake for them. Oh, Mr. Tabs picks up like 3 headshots there. So Roberts picks up Fuse. Oh, Hazel picks up another, and is there a player watching the bomb? Jake the dog picks up 1. And now O.O.
Oh, why? He's away from side, but
outside! Interesting peek. 1 versus 1. O.O.
Yeah, outside, that is such a powerful position. He could just back out his but he goes inside.
Is there enough time? There's got to be enough time.
I think there is time. There is time. I know. Yeah, there is enough time
faster, but Revolt, yes, is able to pick up the route with 9 seconds left on the defuse. That was a very smart play coming out from O.O, but unfortunately not able to land the shots on the final player. Like I said, these rounds have become super close between both of these teams, which has been really awesome to see.
Yeah, definitely they're a big nail biter this series. Obviously, these 2 teams, they don't want to get out this week. And then they just want to be able to head to next week there. But if you look at that last round, you know, everyone played well. But I think if O.O just played a little bit more outside and didn't push in, I think he would have been able to just stall time and get that round.
Yeah, I mean, that EMP timer goes on for a very long time. It feels like whenever you're actually in the game, and so
I can literally go out, just make like a cup of coffee and come back, and that EMP is still running. I'm like, that takes too long.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But anyways, so we see. Oh my God, what is it with these double mines? I don't. Am I missing something here?
Yeah, if one of them does, if one of them does not hug the wall, then like that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Oh, we get a drone.
So we see Black Cat droning in. He might actually be able to spot out these mines. And so
I think he's gonna just clear out for Sir Roberts, I believe.
Yeah. Let's just clear out.
No, they're playing more vertical. They're gonna think they're just gonna try and push through the hatch.
Yeah, so they're doing a second floor approach here for a first floor bomb site here, and so
yeah, Jake has that foam there, so he can go whenever he decides. I think if they do want to try B, as you know, they're just gonna play a little bit. as there it is. They're gonna throw laundry. So the reason why you do that is essentially if you take down that laundry wall there, that gives you a little bit more angle to work with when you're breaching that hatch, as we can see it there.
I was gonna question that, but you know what? That's a great observation that I didn't realize. But Mr. Tabs able to take out O, the sole player on Revolt with a Vezin.
Yeah, this is what being on Vortex does. You don't realize strats until like other teams find out.
Exactly. Yeah. I had no idea. I'm like, oh, okay, they can do that. So potentially they're looking to drop in, and they might do a little cheeky breach and just send 3 or 4 players down the hole. They're looking for it.
I mean, they could do it. Yeah, Compact. I don't think he's ready for it. They could just send everyone down. But I think Hazel there, she's gonna be able to support. But if everyone drops, it's gonna be
overwhelming. There it is. Cheeky breach has come into play. Joe Roberts picking up 2, but Hazel and Caramel getting the refrag, and just like that, Hazel able to pick up the final kill. Revolt bringing it back 4-4. We are all tied up once again. The cheeky breach was good at first, but gets quickly stopped by Revolt there.
Yeah, definitely there. You know, Hazel, she was able to help her teammate there when it was required. You know, the moment that Compacted fell, everyone ran to that site. I think the moment Compacted yelled 4 here, there's 4 that went through that hatch. Everyone was just like, okay, let's just give up everything. Let's just focus on that bomb site. Because if everyone's there, then what's the point of giving it up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I saw that, I'd have been like, that'd have been like an oh shoot moment. I'd have been screaming at the top of my lungs. But yeah, I mean, sometimes just a really coordinated just drop through a hatch can just overwhelm the enemy by pure blunt force. So either way, now that we're all tied up 4-4, we're gonna have an attack on the 3rd floor, and here we go with the double mines once again.
You know, I actually think this is kind of an interesting call here, especially, you know, if, you know, Cheeky Breachy does in fact decide to try A again. I think they might try go straight for the wall, but I think they're just gonna take the Balk here.
Yeah, and I mean, it's looking like they are putting more players towards, well, actually, they're putting more players towards the B site. They're relying on that util to stop an A push, and even then, I mean, they successfully played for the retake last time over on the Revolt side, so they have to do A again, or retake A. I mean, so be it. They're just gonna let it happen.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely see it there, you know, Revolt, you know, looking at the past rounds, they're able to play retake so good here. But that doesn't mean that, you know, Cheeky Breachy isn't great at pushing sites. They are good. They could completely overwhelm one site and get that EMP down, but, I think that proximity sensor there just kind of give up the position of Roberts, so that it basically gives Revolt one piece of info.
Yeah, absolutely. Those things can be very useful, especially. Yep.
Oh no!
The other one.
Now that's the confirm right there. That's the confirmation that, you know, Cheeky Breachy is right there as.
Ooh, and they start trying to look for damage. Hazel picks up Jake with the aggro push.
Bit aggro now. Hazel could just fall back. You know, she's done her job, and they're up by 1 player, and Fuse there on that flank. You know, playing that first story there, but. Yeah, essentially, you know, 1 player up. Oh, the foam.
Oh, but Toxic stops the flank. Toxic able to see Fuse, and they bring it back to a 4-on-4 over on the Cheeky Breachy side. 1.5 left, so a little bit of time to work with, but they're going to run into 3 players here on the A site, and that's going to be a very hard site take. And, I mean, this crossfire from Revolt is going to be hard to try to just push through, especially with all the util as well. Each team looking to just try to get a little bit of damage onto the other. A minute left on the clock. I mean, they could decide on a rotate to be here with a minute left, but they're just trying to get the information.
That basically walks off, but Tabs is still there. No, just being that spam, but. Oh, if he does track it down. Oh!
Picks up Black Hand. There goes the EMP. Sir Robert's able to pick up Caramel, so bringing it back to a 3-on-3. Once again, still even. But Toxic able to pick up Tabs through the wall. Oda picks up Hazel. Compacted Dot picks up Toxic, and now it's a 1 versus 1. 25 seconds left. Oda has to retrieve the EMP and kill Compacted Dot, but Oda has to try to go. Oda able to pick up the headshot, though. Does it matter? Funny Monkey able to clutch it out for Cheeky Breachi.
Well, oh, that was so chaotic there. I mean, Breachi, they had so many opportunities. You know, they were able to close out that round. I think Revolt there. I think that smoke kind of threw it off. No, they're just not putting as much suppressive fire through that smoke as much as they can. So, I mean, which is pretty respectable because you don't know what is behind that smoke at any time. But I think there, you know, especially if you're playing as a, you know, you're starting at Revolt, you want to spam. But you know, Funny Monkey there, you know, being
Toxic was not satisfied. He was like, I want a suppressor, not an extended mag.
Hey, listen, I believe in the extended mag. It works.
You know, it's cool, but honestly, I think a suppressor is much more valuable than extended. Extended mag is like what you get when you're floating in money. I don't think the extended mag is as worth it as you would think.
If you buy a suppressor, just control the recoil, bro. Come on.
Well, the suppressor also does hide tracers to an extent, and that can be really useful for petting walls and everything. But speaking of walls, we're gonna have the 10th round here going into this match, and once again a first floor take, and we got 4 players over from Revolt over towards the B site, and 1 player solo holding A. It looks like Rob trying to look for the angle.
See there, I think Black Cat is using a drone. Yeah, he is. He's gonna use drone, so he might just clear that hatch there.
Rob with the huge shots on the tabs, opening things up. Oh, that player's right next to the. Oh, if they only blew that wall 2 seconds earlier. Oh, that would have been funny.
I mean, you gotta respect as a player. You know, if you're, you know, if you're a spectator, you're like, why don't you blow it? But if you're a player, you don't know what's behind that wall. You know, someone could be holding parkour, someone else could be holding behind that bomb. So that is respectable.
Of casting. Yeah. So, huge pick coming out from Rob, as we saw just a second ago, and that's gonna put Cheeky Breachi at the advantage here, and they're gonna be wrapping around a little bit, maybe even electing to go to A here, which would be interesting. I don't know if Revolt
Jake was there on that long flank. I think he was just clearing it. I think he was just trying to clear out barrels. Dude, yeah, Jake there was just waiting such a long time. You know, Cheeky Breachi was just there only on B just to make noise. They might try something like A. You know, that long hallway as well as arcade that clears out a lot of angles, as well as giving out that bar control.
Yeah, I mean, they only have Revolt only has 1 player on A. If Cheeky Breachi take this nice and slow, just take it together, they could just overwhelm the A site completely. And Compacted Dot is going to be the only one here to defend. But Compacted Dot actually, and they only have a Cyclone. Now, granted, they could still get a headshot or 2, but if all 4 push in at the same
everyone's
time,
gonna overwhelm. I think, yeah, they have 2 bridging foams, so they could just target both walls on A site and then just, you know, throw a couple nades in and just go for it. I think, yeah, Zav there is just going to be able to come in as that support, but, you know, with a 4-on-2, not sure if it's there as Arcade does that go down.
But there's the free Jake the dog takes out Zav the slab. Compacted Dot
picks up one, that's sight.
Yep, Jake opens it up, and now Hazel, she's trying to go for the shots. Oh, Hazel picks up Toxic, and now it's a 2-on-3 retake for Revolt here. And they'd only have so many options here. Actually, 2-on-2 as Hazel picks up O.O's that completely missed.
Yeah, there is 2v2 now. They have to play this is a desperate retake. They Revolt have to tie 5-5. They do not want to send this to match point. But you know, Hazel and Caramel, they're just gonna try and lurk here. I don't think Black Cat's gonna be ready. I think they're still focusing on Boiler.
Yeah, but they're taking their sweet old time here. I mean, they need to accelerate this retake, considering there's not a lot of time in the EMP left. Black Cat doesn't get spotted.
Yeah, that thing's creeping fast, but that's the shot. So now they just have to push. They just gotta go. I think they do.
Black Cat doesn't matter. Picks up both just like that.
I thought they would clear it. I actually thought Revolt would clear that angle.
Shockingly, they did not, and Black Cat just able to pick up both with beautifully placed headshots, and now Cheeky Breachi is on match point here. 6-4. The best Revolt can hope to do is tie this game up.
I think the only thing they can do is tie it and guarantee that, you know, they go to that 3rd map, but
I mean, look at the util over on Revolt. I mean, they have a frag grenade, a couple of heal syringes, and that's really it.
Yeah,
I see. I mean, they're probably placing some stuff
I
down.
did.
Like, I hear
Yeah,
a
they are.
static.
Yeah, there's a stag, but not as much as you could do with something like a door or tripwire or a proxy, where those are great areas to deny entry. But if you only have something like a static and then like 2 stims and a frag, you're just gonna have to rely on just your aim.
Absolutely. And once again, it looks like Revolt is going to be set up more heavily towards the A site, but as we have a top floor approach here, this could potentially be the final round of map number 1. So let's give it up for both these teams as we head into it. EMP looking to go over towards B, it looks like, and Black Cat and Jake the Dog are going to assault from the middle floor, or as Europeans would know as the second floor.
We call this the first floor in America.
But oh, we might have an engagement here as Hazel is kind of hid behind the bed here in the boxes. No damage. Actually, Zavdasime does take a little bit of damage.
I think Hazel, she just has to hold that. I think, if she just lets her teammate do the work, I think, she might be able to catch one off guard. I think Robert's there. I think they have hallway control. I think they have halls, I believe. So, not
but
much.
this is bad. Oh no, Toxic. I believe he
had the
But it doesn't matter. Hazel tries to get a little greedy there. Sir Robert's able to shut it down. Jake the Dog picks up Caramel's 4-on-3. Things are looking a little bit desperate for Revolt here.
Yeah, dude, this is not looking great for the side of Revolt. In a 4v3 as Black Cat picks up that EMP again, but Robert's able to find tabs. But now basically in a 4v2, one of your players only has a Cyclone, and that player with the Ves, he has to regen, but that smoke's gonna clear out Closet. So I think that's just gonna give them sight. They could plant towards that tarp, but I don't think he's ready.
They can even plant on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, they can. They can if they want.
Oh, but he's getting aggro.
He's getting aggro. That's gonna cause.
And now compacted dot.
He's flanking.
1 versus 4. Yeah. And a minute left.
Yeah, 1v4. Believe in some type of miracle for this man, but I don't think he's ready for 0.0 just to be on that outside there. As that EMP's gonna go down, it's all down to him. He's just gonna try to clear outside. I'm not sure if he's gonna check it there. He's focused on site as there's the call there. Black Cat finds it, and that gives Breachi their first map win.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Black Cat there right at the end. I believe he had the cloak on, and so let's get a look at the final scoreboard as the funny monkey blows himself up. So map number 1 going to be going to Cheeki Breachi 7-4, Black Cat 11-7, Sir Roberts 13-10, Jake the Dog 11-7, 0-0 7-7 before he blew himself up for victory, and then it looks like one of their players swapped out over on Revolt. Mr. Tabs 8-8, Hazel 12-9, Compacted Dot 11-10, Caramel's 5-10, and then it looks like Zavdislav might have lagged out and been brought back in because the score wasn't totally complete there. But anyways, good job going over towards Cheeki Breachi going into map number 1. And so little trend that the casters have been doing is reading some bios of both teams. So some teams have been submitting some information about themselves just to get each other to know about each other. So I'm going to go ahead and read some information about Cheeki Breachi here if I can find it. There we go.
So, a little bit lost. He's a little bit lost, y'all.
So Cheeki Breachi, what game did your team start and how did you find each other? And so I have to put on my very best narrator voice for this one. In the beginning of time, there was nothing, but the universe heated up until matter was born. But what really matters is that Pavlov VR, like the universe, brought us together. Hot, dense, full of plasma. The fires of PCVR slowly warmed the hearts of each member of our team. We were part of the league VRML Pavlov, and over several seasons, we were tested under high impact collisions of the combat. One might even call us Pav lovers, as we have found a special place in our hearts to reach across the battlefield to find one another even in the darkest nights. We are a team of the highest and lowest ranked EU Pavlov PC competitive teams, and we don't plan on ending it there. What is the story behind your name? Toxic VR, a resident memeologist, unearthed a secret meme name combo. Cheeky Breachy is based on the name Cheeky Breaky from the game Stalker. For those not hard of hearing, you'll notice that Breaky and Breachy are very similar in sound when you say them aloud. Therefore, it was our conjecture that it may be in fact humorous if we use this name. If you aren't sure of the level of humor, make sure to message Toxic. Do you have any pre-game rituals? We rub goddamn superheroes' bald head. And if you haven't seen goddamn superheroes' bald head, you should see it. What map do you expect to be the best at? We are bad at all maps. I'm sure some of my team aren't aware that there is more than one map. What do you expect to see from the other team? Actual professionalism. We hear they've played this game before. That gives them the one-up on us. So, a lot of information on Cheeky.
I heard this man for like them those like medical commercials where it's just some deep voice guy and it's just like this will help your pain. Symptoms include headache.
Yeah, absolutely.
Headache, death.
But Cheeky Breachy, I definitely know them a little bit more as I also come from the land of Pavlov VR. So a lot of good European players on there. Sir Roberts, multi-Pavlov champion. O.O, multi-Pavlov runner-up there. Jake the Dog and Black Cat and Toxic, all really good players. And then even over on Revolt side, I mean, I know Zav Slav and I know a couple of these. I think I know Hazel a little bit, but also some really solid players on both teams. So at some point, we will get over to reading the Revolt. Maybe that'll be in between game 2 and 3. Unless you want to do it right now, Heritage. I mean, you can totally do that as we wait for game number 2 here.
I am tired right now. I'm just... For your information, chat, I woke up like 2 hours ago. So I still like am kind of losing my voice, but I could do Revolt, but...
Unless you want me to do it. All right.
Man, I hate you, Ruby.
Ruby's like, yo, hey, you should do it. I'm like, okay. So, Revolt. What game did your team start? And how did you find each other? Revolt is a team created during the alpha of Breachers with people coming from different games. For example, like Gun Raiders, Pavlov, and Population 1. The team started to form from people meeting in public games and seeing the potential in each other. Mr. Tabs, the mastermind, gathered us together. As we started screaming, other people and old friends started to want to join as well. What is the story behind your name? As we are the sister team of Rebel, their EU team, we wanted to have a name that is similar to them.
Something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, so if you aren't aware, if you obviously heard, Revolt's sister team of Rebel, Revolt somehow made it farther than Rebel, which is pretty interesting to me.
Good job to Revolt so far, but they are down one map at this point, and they're going to need to bring it back for map number 2 if they, want a chance of advancing even further. But speak of the devil, do they have any pregame rituals? Not really. They try to warm up in some offline training, maybe go over some strats. And what map do you expect to do best at? Hideout, as we have the best attacking strats on that map. What do you expect to see for the other team? We expect to see some nice aim. We've scrimmed them and it was a back and forth game, so we're up for an exciting game. And surely it was back and forth. I mean, 1v1s, 1v2s, it was all over the place, and it was a lot to keep up with. So it definitely was a back and forth, but it'll be interesting going into map number 2 because
map 2. Oh, I think it's Factory, I believe.
Is it Factory?
Yeah, it's Factory. It may be Factory.
Getting confirmation. But Factory, the map that everybody and their
everybody played, yes. Just know every angle, every bomb plant, every vertical just to abuse.
So for those of you at home that are newer to the game, there are currently 3 maps in the, I guess you can call it, search and destroy,
four.
Diffuse.
Come on, 4. There's 4 maps. I can't believe you're kicking out Kill House. That's so lame. I love Kill House.
So 3 search and destroy based maps. We'll get to Kill House in a minute. that are present in the game so far, with more to come as the devs have already released a teaser screenshot of a submarine or boat looking map going for the next one. But we have, as we saw, Hideout, which is one of the newer maps. We have Factory, which you're about to play on. It was a map present in all of the alphas. And we have Skyscraper, which we may get to today. We may not. We'll have to see. And then
I mean, no, it doesn't matter.
if-
We're going to Skyscraper.
If we play all three maps.
Oh no, yeah, my bad.
And there has not been a decider yet. Then, and only then, for this tournament, we will go to the famed fourth map of the game, known as Kill House. There. I was getting there. You gotta give me a little. You gotta give me a little patience.
No, not when I'm around, man. You know I came from COD. You know I can't be patient. You know I came from COD. I cannot be patient.
I came from COD too, my friend.
Hey, I play COD for like 4 to 5 years competitively. Okay, I can't be that patient.
Listen, I mean, somehow I got to keep up with the Zoomers. You know what I mean? But it's looking like
just learn
all the players in
playing,
there,
man.
And Zav the Slav, as we can see on the caster screen, is looking to hit that button. So
hit the button.
They're getting told by our casting team over on the observer deck to run the game, as they're just kind of mindlessly running around the basketball court. Zav has started it.
We are going to Factory.
Map number 2, as we just said, yes, is Factory. Shout out once again to Ruby for running cams today to make our lives a little bit easier. And we have Revolt starting on the revolting side, which is the defending side, as we mentioned last game. And then Cheeki Breachi going to be starting over on the enforcer side. So, Heritage, I'll let you take this first round for a change of pace here.
I finally get to speak now. Let's go.
Hey.
I believe we do get a. Yeah, we are gonna start with the first story here, as it's either for the side of Cheeki Breachi. They're also gonna go with 2 stims. I mean, that's kind of normal to see, as well as a couple of entry utils to work with. A smoke and a foam. So that's gonna get him a little bit of entry. As Tabs is going to be there, just going to roam around that second story, because a lot of players like to roam around second, but just wait for the action there, as that's going to be storage door down. As it's basically just the outside of orange is just going to be open. As everyone else here, it's Tabs, he's just waiting. Just waiting for someone to hit that window, but everyone else is around that little cubby area, so just barely missing it. Is that Black Cat's gonna go for that foam, so they might try A here. I think just O.O there, just hopefully push around outer A, as Hazel is able to find Toxic, as that wall is gonna go down there. Matter of time, Compacted just playing in that little cubby spot there. Caramel and Hazel just coming up as secondary. Please don't line up. I really don't like seeing that. But you see Black Cat there around the outside. It's just a matter of time. 2 minutes and 10 left to work with, but Jake is able to find Tabs on that flank. As that phone's going to go down, as 2 members of Revolt find there, but now it's going to be a 3v2. Hazel able to find Jake. Oh, there. Caramel knocked down a 10 HP. He has to come to Hazel just for that stim. But Black Cat doing what he does best and just trying to get that flank there. He does obviously have that phone whip. Obviously, one more there just to get A, but I don't think he's ready for Zav. I don't think Zav's ready for it, or unless he's around that outer A. Might be taking it down. It's only a matter of time. Zav, I don't think he might be ready for it. Oh, he's so close. He's on that wall. He's on the wall as it goes down, but that's gonna send Zav back to connector. But O.O, as they might try to pinch the B here. O.O playing that little.
See that breach kill.
Yeah, I wanted to see it so much too. I think Black Cat could just go for the plan, as O.O finds Hazel, as Black also finds Caramel, all down to a 1v1 attack. Able to find Black Cat. He's gonna go down. A little bit of V-crouch there, as Zap's able to find it in a 1v2 clutch there.
Oh, that's
able to take the first round win for Revolt.
Yeah, that double dink coming out from Zav the Slav, able to clutch it out for Revolters. I mean, already, once again, there's a 1v1. I mean, these rounds have been so close. It's so anxiety-inducing. Zav to slab, open it up with 3
It is
picks.
literally a nail biter. We're having a nail biter of a series. See there, as we do. Yeah, I think we get labs now. We finally get a labs, so we might see blue. Depends if they do decide to reinforce blue here, because you know everyone loves pushing blue, and everyone else loves pushing that hatch there. You know, that hatch is a very powerful position, but Cheeki Breachi looks like they might just go for blue. I don't think anyone's gonna be hitting that hatch area.
You know,
Oh wait, no, Jake's hitting it. It's fine.
Yeah. I was just saying, it looks like Oda and Toxic are electing to just stay on the default pistols, trying to save as much money as they can go into the 3rd round, which it makes sense.
It makes sense, but I think, you know, if you do go with Cyclone, you have 1,500. I think you get like a guaranteed 2,000 if you lose on too lazy to do economy. So
something like that. I haven't dissected it yet. I'll get there.
when do we get the video view? YouTube.com/yellowhat07.
Sometime soon. Trademark.
Sometimes. But it's just a matter of time, as you know, a little bit of a waiting game for Cheeki Breachi. They're not electing to push in. Look at that lean. Look at that lean, man. He's so subconscious. He's so scared of a trip.
He was like, that is got to be one of the scarier pushes to try to do, because there are some people that will wait down on these
risky.
stairs.
Yeah, it's such a risky move. You know, it's just that when you lose, you could be waiting for like something like a trip, a molly, or just one player waiting for you. As Cheeki Breachi, they do have pillar control, as that wall is back gonna be phoned by Toxic. Now it's just a matter of time if they decide to push.
And
but
I think Tab's leaning. You can see the little silhouette there. like a whack-a-mole caramel.
He reaches content. I'm telling you, as Robert does. If I fight Tabs, that leaning will not help you there, my friend. As Hazel is able to find Roberts, but Black Cat so low, as Caramel's able to spot him down to a 4v3. You know, Jake trying to hit that flank, as everyone else is stacked around A.
Oh, look at Jake is already made his way to B site.
Oh my god. It's a fight here. It's just a fight here. Compacted able to find Jake. All down to a 1v4. That is a quick turn of events. You know, this is working really well for Revolt here. You know, with that Jesper, you really can't do anything. Oh yeah. Look at that beautiful gold skin right there.
Yes, and that I'm mad. I don't have it on my Quest, but I have it on PC. Oh, shots coming out.
Oh.
Toxic trying to make things happen.
Oh, Hazel.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Ooh. You know, just one semi-auto is all you need, but it does not matter, as Zav is able to find Toxic as Revolt go up 2-0 in the map.
All right, and so we'll have to look at the economy here as we go into round number 3, because I think it updates. Yeah, there we go. So each team just at least Cheeki Breachi barely gonna have enough for like a Vezin and an attachment, or like Vezin and a little bit of util, and Revolt feeling a little bit more comfortable here as they're going into the first full buy round for both sides.
Yeah, see their Revolt, you know, going up 2-0, they can just be as calm as they want. They have util to work with, but aside for Cheeki Breachi, the moment they buy, they're automatically down like 500. So, if they do lose this, if Revolt decide to go, let's fake it, 3-0, let's go 3-0, and then, Cheeki Breachi, they're gonna have to go for another eco again, which you don't want to do, especially when it's, this close of a series.
Oh, we actually see Zav the Slav trying out the Maruri, which you don't see as much. I mean, everybody kind of just rocks the Vezin because the engagements are super close, but the Maruri has that advantage of a little bit better wall pen stats, as well as a really consistent one-hit headshot range. I mean, any range inside of a building, it's gonna one-hit headshot. But
I think Cheeki Breachi is gonna be like fully split here. Everyone's just gonna attack their own site. There's gonna be a little bit of a drone entry. I'm not sure if I'm hearing a drone or just a random static, but I think Robert is able to push in through Cubby.
And what? Oh, Black Cat picks up Hazel through the wall.
Oh.
Not sure where that happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Somewhere in garage. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. I think it was a little bit just shooting through the concrete. I love Breacher's lore and math. So, but yeah, we can see there as Black Cat's gonna opt to take out that outer wall. Giving a little bit of an angle to work with. And now he's able to fully clear outer A, so that gives I think Robert's able to the all clear just to push in through A. You know, doesn't have a phone to work with, but you know, they do as Robert does spot tabs. You know, unable to find the kill there. A little bit of a pre-fire there as that proxy goes off. Essentially giving up one of the locations of one of the Cheeki Breachi members. But everyone else is going to be stacked around A. That thing is still going off. Someone definitely called 911 as Tab is able to find Roberts, but a little bit of a quote-unquote refrag there as Doctor does find Zav as that wall is going to go down. Especially that's outer age fully open. As that's all A walls down, basically. Unless we're counting the, I think, one. Yeah, that is still open, but that's a sure bar. So no one's going to opt to go through it. That thing, Proxy is still going off down to a 4v2, all down a compacted dot and caramels. But that smoke there is going to buy up time, so I do believe that EMP may be going down too. That's Ohio does pick it up, but it's a matter of time if they do want to push in through. Oh, down to a 4v2, just so cautious. Compact is just holding orange, but that stack there, be able to buy time, but Jake is just holding it, just hoping that Compacted gets aggressive.
Man, this is so tense. I mean, one moment it was just pure chaos, and that prox mine was that prox alarm was a good, you know, symbol of that. Just constantly.
It's a great time, but yeah, 40 seconds left on the clock. You know, they have to make their movement as Black Cat just like Caramel is all down to Compacted. He finds one but cannot find Black Cat. As she could be able to get their first round win.
Man, that, like I said, I mean that round was just pure chaos. Just refrag after refrag, you know, every single wall getting blown up. I mean, they got the defenders scrambling, and I think really that, as a team, like that is kind of one of the better strats. Just blow up as many walls as you can, try to make as many entryways as possible, and just get the defenders as scrambling as much as you possibly can. That seems to be the key to victory, and it's looking like Cheeki Breachi did a very good job of exploiting that last round. So
yeah, I guess there, you know, just being able to take advantage of that so having like a couple of less players on that site, they're able to take down, you know, basically most of the walls there on A. Just basically get them a lot more angles to work with. You know, a little bit scary when you're a Revolt because you don't have a lot of cover to work with.
yeah, and so it's looking like we have a third floor assault again, and both teams actually once again going to be, well, we got 3 people on rifles on RVL and a couple on pistols, but this will be interesting to see. I mean, Cheeki Breachi has plenty of util here to make things happen.
Yeah, they could just go in when they want. Obviously, Odado, he does the back out that smoke as well as drone. And you can see there as, you know, Black Cat and Jake, they also have breaching foam. So they could obviously try and create as much pressure as they can as 3 of the members of Cheeki Breachi are around that hatch. But Caramel, just, you know, coming back to what you just said, anything could be behind that window. Just if O.O decides to play too aggressive, he basically loses not only util, but he also loses that EMP that basically gives it up. But
I mean,
oh, he does. I think he does spot it. I think he did spot Caramel.
Well, O does have the drone here, so he could easily just confirm with the drone, if at all possible. But I think he's making footsteps, trying to bait out some stuff here, and
over time, I think he may play a little bit safer, but he might just try and go through the main pillar window. And there's a drone. We can see a drone coming in from O.O. Will he clear that stairs?
Oh,
he does spot the drone. It's all down to Toxic cannot find it. Doesn't find it. Caramel gets away. We might be playing Monopoly because he got a get out of jail free card. I'm not sure what happened there. Century Revolt are basically still up. They still have their 5-player count. Now they don't have to worry about one more attacker. But that hash wall is down. Hazel able to find Roberts, but immediately gets refragged. It is still a 4v3. They still have that player advantage as O.O still has that EMP to work with. They could also try to get that plant there because, you know, I think Tab's there just, you know, playing that main anchor on A. Jake there just Black Cat able to find Tabs, so that basically loses the main anchor of A. They could obviously try to go for that plant there on there, but Caramel able to find Black Cat. Able to make that call there. You know, just Caramel hanging around that locker area. matter of time as Caramel. He basically could watch that hatch room there, just make sure that no one's going for the plan as O.O just trying to get the clear. But oh my god, Caramel, why did you back off? If you just stay there, then it would have been perfectly fine. But 2v3, if O.O gets that plant, but oh no, Zav is able to find O.O, that AMP's down. It's all down to Jake in a 1v3 clutch situation. 46 HP. I'm not sure if he has that stim to work with. He's gonna push through B. I don't think he's ready for compacted as Revolt go up 3-1 in the map. But no, I think they had multiple opportunities to just go for the EMP.
Yeah. And they were at the economic disadvantage there. I mean, Cheeky Breachy had plenty of money, plenty of util, but they lost that pick on the stairs, and they just kind of had the guy chilling up top on roof, which, like, for the post plant, that's a perfect spot, but in terms of the assault, he's just kind of there, so not really doing too much. I mean, you saw he eventually had to drop down anyways, but it didn't even really matter.
Yeah,
we see the RCPs come in again. I'm not gonna say anything this time.
let's cast this. Let's do a little bit of a cast curse here. I think Jake and Roberts are just gonna lose the RCP first round, like in the first 30 seconds. So
by that, we're actually encouraging them to get kills with the RCPs and prove us.
No. The moment you say that, it's not gonna happen. You know that, Yellow. Come on, you know about the caster's curse.
Yeah, of course.
Come on. See, there's Jake has that. They have a drone to work with, so they could just try and push through. But that Zach feels obviously gonna buy that time off. A little bit of a nade there, so that's you're gonna clear. But hold up. Oh, it's gonna get spotted by the drone. Yeah, it is. So.
Oh,
I'm done. I'm done. Yo, you want to run it? I actually can't. I'm done.
Sir Roberts gets blown up by it. Yeah, Sir Roberts gets blown up by an IED as we see there. Rest in peace.
Yavi bought that. Black guy made a call. Oh my god. Oh, a little bit of a.
That is unfortunate for Sir Roberts. Loses his life to a very cheekily placed trip mine there, and Cheeky Breacher are going to have to reconsider here. I mean, they've lost a player. A couple of them are low on health. It's looking like they're having a team huddle outside. I mean, I'd be just as confused as them. I mean, I see my own teammate get blown up by a trip mine in front of me. I don't know what to do. Revolt have...
You make me have to be flabbergasted right now. Just like... you just died. This is something so simple. I thought Black Cat called it. I honestly thought Black Cat called it. I think it was so. I think he had tunnel vision there. I actually think he had tunnel vision.
That, or it'd be funny if we were able to see their stream and Black Cat calls it and Rob just runs right into it and you just hear the no, and then he gets up. Oh man,
yeah, that's like running into a just running into a frag.
Yeah,
you're just holding Pit and like Inferno. And there's a nade coming in, and it's like, oh crap, there's a nade, and then he's just not moving. I'm like, don't do that, move.
Yeah, but anyways, back to it. Black Cat is gonna be trying to spray some foam on this wall, but Zav the Slav is right in the corner there, and they got 3 people grouped up on there, and a lurk. I mean,
I don't think Zav's gonna be ready. Zav might not be ready. He might get overwhelmed here.
You could see his knee. I mean,
yeah, you can spot the knee. So,
I mean, granted. That region actually you lose a little
bit. Walking him down as Zav able to find 2 at O.O, last one alive, but he's gonna get overwhelmed by Caramel there. Revolt go up 4-1.
I was hoping for another head click there, but Revolt get the cleanup just like that. The breach unsuccessful by Cheeky Breachy, and they are up 4-1 right now, having a very good defense side on this factory map that I couldn't remember the name of totally 100%.
Yeah, we played this map for like a good 4 months and we still don't know the name of it. This is peak commentary.
Nope.
I just call it the labs map.
You're lucky if I remember map or team names. Oh, a couple really good placements there. You can see the proximity alarm behind the plant there, and then there was another one around the corner to the left that he placed behind this plant,
and
using nature as cover. This is why nature is important, folks.
burn the trees.
No. All right.
I do it on a daily basis in California. So.
Anyways, getting into round number 6 here. Cheeky Breachi going to be needing to change some things up on the last round of the first half here. Both teams almost have a full buy. Black Cat using the recently nerfed Omen, which don't know why that was nerfed.
Bold call. Bold call. I mean, you know, you don't play a lot of close quarters here, especially on a site. You know, it's just someone holding that anchor. So essentially, all you have to do is just hope that, you know, someone's able to cover you with a smoke or flash and just rush in, get a couple of frags, and then just find a better gun.
I mean, the sad part is that the $500, you know, Cyclone is just better than the Omen.
Save your money. Save your money. Save the $1,300.
I figured out this the other day. It is a consistent 2-hit headshot at all ranges.
Oh my god.
Which is insane to me. The Omen doesn't hold a candle to it, but Zav the Slab, speaking of, gets the kill on the Toxic. Loses a little bit of health there, but he's...
You got the it's alright, but if you see there as... Oh, that proxy's gonna go live, you know, great placement there.
Oh, that's tough. They can't even shoot it until they get
Collision hitbox there as that frag goes through. Does not hit anyone though. But you see there, look at Cheeky Breachi. They're also gonna pull him in a little bit of a pre-fire there. But you know, not a lot of work. But Jake does have smoke. But they're just gonna have to play to, you know, to work on their gun skill there. You know, Roberts, he's just gonna push through. He's gonna push through. But I hear a smoke come in. That smoke's gonna be thrown. So that's gonna clear out one site. Make that two. Make it double there. But that's not going to clear enough. I believe there's a tiny gap there in between both of the smokes there. Tabs just hanging around that main anchor. Tabs able to find 0.0. Down to a 5v3. You do not want to go... You do not want to be down 5 rounds when you swap half. You know, down there, that thing is still ringing. Hazel on that lurk there. Able to find Sir Roberts, but... Black Cat down to 30 HP. Hazel, she's using that smoke to her advantage. As Black Cat able to find Slap, but music get traded out by Compacted, all down to a 1v4, all down to Jake. But I think they're just gonna rush in. I think Compacted did in fact spot Jake. I think Hazel there, just the moment that smoke goes down, she's gonna be able to spot him. It's there, but Jake unable to find Hazel. But a little bit of a 1v3, 30 seconds left. Gonna be 30 seconds on that clock there. You know, not much you can really do. You just have to go for it.
Yeah. Eventually pick up the AP.
Yeah. But does not matter. Tabs still find Jake as Revolt are 5 rounds as they go to attack. Go to second half.
Yeah. And we're seeing a very stark difference coming out of this second game. Revolt just doing a really good job on the defense. We can tell that they're definitely well practiced on this map. Cheeky Breachi down 1-5. They need a very long comeback, and they especially need to win this first pistol round and the I guess the Cyclone round, we can start calling it, because everybody just buys Cyclone on second round.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, there's people that buy Vezin, which is kind of weird, because you're just essentially throwing away your economy on the third round.
I'm very much a fan of the Creat buy on second round. I just would like to point that out.
Yeah, we seen it yesterday. We seen it yesterday.
You just never expect the Creat.
Match point, you all went Creat.
Yes, we did. It was fantastic.
It's just beautiful.
We have to make the game interesting. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of just like, we got to be the we have to be the trendsetters in the meta. But anyways,
the trendsetters make everyone use the Yuricon.
But anyways, getting into the pistol round of the second half.
Black Cat doing what he does best and handing around that lurk. I think he did hear the phone go off, but just being at lurk, you want to pick your fights. You just want to be a little bit compacted. And Caramel there is Hazel able to find Roberts, but Black Cat still lurking. He might be able to find 2, depending if he just able to play his cards right. As everyone else is just around outside orange. I think. Oh, he might not spot Caramel. He might be able to spot Caramel. He does, but
get the second.
He finds the second. That EMP is not fully planted. Black Cat's gonna be able to call his teammate. Tab's gonna try and find Black Cat. Oh, just ducking on time. little bit of a fight here.
Get the
Savage trying to hit the drop shot, does not matter, but come back and try to hit that flex. Oh my god, he cannot find it, down to a 1v2, but down to a 1v1 now. It's O.O versus Compacted. I believe O.O knows where that EMP is, just a little bit of advantage, but you know, Compacted, he does have that time, he drops! As O.O able to find him. No, that corpse plays a little bit tough there.
Crazy round coming out of Cheeky Breachi there, especially Black Cat, 100% MVP of that round, picks up 3 frags.
Definitely there.
And the funny thing is, Revolt almost cleared him out. They went all the way into bathrooms, but just didn't fully clear him out. And Black Cat just played patiently, struck at the right moment, and they had to clear Black Cat out, but they did it one-on-one, and so Black Cat was able to pick up 2 more frags just purely based off of that. So great job to Black Cat on that round, and definitely a much needed round for Cheeky Breachi. Revolt still very close to winning this second game, forcing us to a 3rd map, but
hopefully I want to see some Skyscrape. Come on, I love Skyscraper.
I would love to see some Skyscraper.
I love the map. I love Skyscraper.
And look at this. Interesting, don't mean to cut you off there, but interestingly enough, we see like full investment going into the second round from Cheeky Breachi. Couple RCPs, couple Vezins, and Jake the Dog on an Omen once again. So
we'll that's a bold call, to be honest. That's a bold call there.
Yeah, I mean, if one of these players gets a gun, that's going to turn the tide in their favor immensely.
I think they knew they were able to damage the economy of Revolt, so they're like, hey, let's just try and force buy here. Let's just go, let's just get that second round Vez and just do something.
Yeah, so they're banking on really winning this round, which
they're
is
hitting
to be fair. They need to.
Yeah, you see there as Killer Wall's going to go down there. I think a little bit of mayhem there as Robert's trying to play that anchor there towards A site, but everyone else is hanging around. I don't know, is that Tabs there just hanging around the top story, or is that's not, that's Hazel. Hazel just going through that main story, just trying to clear out lockers, but Black Cat, he's always going to be lurking.
Yeah, they're trying to really make things happen over the Revolt side, but I mean, a couple players have taken, 1 or 2 shots of damage. And there goes the hatch, as you can hear, and it's looking like they're going to be blowing up I
think they might, they might go for the other wall. They might try to plant towards that cubby, but Robert, they were quite compacted. But they're double head peek. I think that EMP attack drop, but Black Cat cannot find Hazel. Just go for another fight. He does find Hazel all in a 2v2 situation, fully even, but Cheeky Breachi, they have Vezins to work with. They still have assault rifles to work with. As Zav finds O.O down to Black Cat in a 1v2. I do believe he did spot that EMP, so he can play as much time as he wants. 1 minute 20 has time to work with. As the pressure. Oh, the timing. I think he does spot. Call there. Zav with the Vez and able to find Black Cat, as it is match point for Revolt. They have to tie the series 1-1. They could try and
very good round coming out from Revolt there. A tough round for Cheeky Breachi to lose. I mean, they full invested into that, and guess what? Now they only have RCPs. And
yeah, they could. And now it is a force buy for the side of Cheeky Breachi.
Crazy stuff coming out, and I mean that's, especially when you're full investing like that. I mean, you gotta just, keep it cool, not go all over the place, and Revolt, as I so sorry I'm forgetting their name as I was distracted by something else, but Revolt,
I keep thinking Revolt's a rebel because I see I keep seeing the R and L,
well, it's funny
and my
too,
brain
because they're
it.
literally the name of one of the factions in the game, like the easiest to remember, and I'm just so smooth brained that I cannot remember that for my life. But it's okay, because Revolt have brought it to match point, and they are 1 round away from taking the W on map number 2 here. As we get into it in 3, 2, 1, they're going to be assaulting for the top floor. Perhaps they look for Black.
I think they might go hatch. They might try and go for hatch this time, but you see there's Sir Roberts hanging around that stairs area, just making that early call that there's people around the 3rd story. And correct me if I'm wrong, there's the hatch there. Surprised that Roberts, oh my god.
He just dodged like 20 bullets. I don't know how he's alive right now.
Yeah, Zav the Slav giving Sir Roberts a bit of a haircut there. Black Cat able to find Caramel. Just a 5v4. It's working well, but that main wall goes
doesn't
down.
matter.
Doesn't matter. It's Robert's able to find tabs, but immediately gets fragged out by Zav. Down to a 4v3. This is, still looking great for side Cheeki Breachi, but Black Cat's still doing what he does best, still lurking around. But this time he's a little bit on the wrong floor. He's around first, but everyone else is around third. I mean, he could obviously try and find Zav, but there's the drop there coming in from Hazel. Able to find Jake down to a 3v3. Everyone else is to rotate, but now Zav could just go for the EMP plant. A little bit of a kiss here from Zav, able to give Hazel his stim, but going for the plant there. Did he fumble it?
Black Cat
He finds 45 seconds. It is all down compacted, but look where compacted is at. He's around that hatch there. So the moment that goes off, he could just do a quick little check there, but he gets shot once. He has to back out. He doesn't have a stim. He can't go back, but Black Cat, they might try and go for it.
I think Black Cat had...
They're all gonna push. They're all gonna push. Black Cat able to find the first. Can he find 0.0? He finds it. Oh my god! Team kill! Team kill! You do not want that to happen in a situation. You compacted, able to find a 1v3 clutch. I do believe we do go to Skyscraper.
Oh, we're absolutely going to Skyscraper.
You do not want that to happen.
For Revolt. See,
that is such a big blunder.
The intent there was great. They were all going to peek it at the same time. They knew he was upstairs. That's what you do. The execution didn't go as well as planned. There was a little team kill there. Perhaps one of the players could have even leaned. And I think that's something that certain people coming from different games have to get used to. Because, there's some VR games where you can't lean because it just moves your entire body. Whereas in Breachers, you can lean around a corner. And there is actual lean IK. But anyways... 7-2 coming out for Revolt, a starkly different match coming out.
A little bit of a slam there coming from Revolt, but
Black Cat tried his hardest. I mean, he was 15-8. Shout out to him, but everybody else, we're gonna need to see a little bit more coming on at map number 3. We saw some pretty Chad RCP plays. I mean, they had that retake, but ultimately, just that's so unfortunate.
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah,
so
no, yeah, dude, it looked so good for Cheeki Breachi, but it was just a little bit of luck there. I honestly think if they just tapped the EMP once and they just had two people just push through and just get the frag onto compacted dot, then they would have been able to get the round win. But
so it's all up to this, whichever.
You kind of have to respect it as a player. You kind of you have to respect it as a player. I think in that moment, you just want to get that frag. And it just didn't work, but you have to know, especially in that flow state. Yeah, especially in that flow state, you just have to respect as a player. They tried it. You have to understand that as a player, you obviously would try to go for it.
Yeah, 100%. But anyways, as we said, Skyscraper is going to be map number 3. This is going to be the decider. However, if it results in a tie, then and only then we move into the 4th map, which is going to be a team deathmatch duel on Kill House. It's just for this tournament, as far as I know. But in the event that it cannot be determined a winner out of a best of 3 because there are ties in this game, then, like I said, we move on to a Kill House map 4. But we haven't done that just yet, as we still have one more map to play, which is going to be Skyscraper, which is one of the maps that was launched on release. It's slightly different than the other 2 maps in terms of there is a little bit more long-range engagements on Skyscraper. I don't think everything is so tight and claustrophobic, so to speak.
Yeah, no, you have a lot more open angles to work with, but Skyscraper, it is it's a lurk and roamer's best friend. You have so many opportunities to lurk. If you look at the top story of Lounge, if you look at storage and green screen, those hallways, they are dangerous. You could just hit that lurk anytime you want, and it just snaps. It just works like magic.
You'll see a lot of teams, they intentionally go and clear out like the floor above, try to just clear out as many lurks as they can. But there's on Skyscraper, it's easily, I would think, the largest map of the 3, from my understanding. There is a lot to clear out, as we can see here, but It'll be interesting. Let's see who we have starting on what side. We got Revolt starting on the Enforcer side, and Cheeky Breachi starting on the Revolter side. So Cheeky Breachi on the defense, Revolt's on the attack. As we start our first pistol round of map number 3. Let's give it up for both these teams, and let's get right into it.
We see starting off as we do get, I believe, a conference and CEO or management, depending on what you call it. This is, I believe a first story, bomb site. So I think we could definitely start to see a lot of more verticality as both sides do have a hatch to work with. If you look here, as that hatch right there you see on your screen, that connects to I believe B site, and that connects straight into conference. The moment you drop down, you instantly see that connector to B as well as the entry to A. So you know, see there as we do see Revolt, they're gonna go straight above. Definitely expected as they're gonna take down that B phone, but Black Cat hanging or just lurking around radio, but I think he did hear Zav just drop down that stairs. Oh no, Black Cat, you gotta hit those shots. But
he gets
my
too.
God,
Tries to go for the finish, but you gotta expect another teammate to be there. I mean, good little bait and switch coming out from Zav the Slav, and now it's a 5-on-3 for Revolt to go ahead and take this site.
Oh, able to find one, and compacted, just able to get that refrag. The aim is going to be down, but it doesn't matter as it is a 4v2. I'm not sure if that had to stare as both of the Cheeki members are around conference. Jake able to find Zev. That EMP is going to drop again, but one of the players is still around the hatch area, just ready to drop in at any time. As Jake just trying to connect, trying to wrap around a B as that hatch does back drop, as two of the players from Revolt are going to be pushing through B. But that plant could be going down soon, as it's back going to be around that desk area, as it's going to be dropped down. It's Hazel able to find Jake down. It's all down to Toxic in a 1v3.
Toxic does get the flick and get some damage, but he's going to get double peeked. Gets a headshot. Almost lands a second there, but unfortunately not able to. Revolt going to be taking that first round, and I think especially that round, we saw Cheeky Breachi getting a little too greedy there. And I think they're going to learn from that pretty quickly going into this next round.
Yeah, I think, especially on this map on Skyscrape, you know, I think he was so, in that moment, you know, he was like, I put like 5-6 bullets in him. I should definitely go for it. Where like, in reality, just get what you want. Just get the info, back out as soon as you can. Regroup with your team. But, you know, Black Cat, I think he just wanted to kill. Just try to play the numbers game. You know, I had a little bit of PTSD there when Revolt peaked like 2 people at once. It's like, oh, we gotta see that again.
Yeah, but anyways, we see Mr. Tabs on the Vezin there, and looking like just straight up cyclone plays coming out from Cheeky Breachi. They probably placed all their util. I would imagine they did, but if any, you know, they could just. Yeah.
Where you tell? Where you tell? Where you tell? Huh? Where you tell?
It's in our imaginations, all right.
Yeah. Okay. So that's an interesting call there. As Black Cat, they will find Hazel, but it immediately gets refragged by Caramel as Roberts just hanging around that main area, right there. But Toxic might get overwhelmed here from sight, but no. Able to find compacted there, but he's completely overwhelmed from the side of Revolt. So that's going to be basically. Think they're able to get broadcast, so they're able to clear out one side of the hallway, but they still have to worry about Roberts. He's able to make the fight, able to fight compacted, but immediately gets paid out by Tabs. Oh, with that gesture, man, he's able to find that, but matters. It's all down to Jake in a 1v2 situation. You know, Tabs very low, but I do believe he's going to be able to use that stim there to work with. Quick fortunate turn of events here, as you know, Jakey's going to have to reposition. But, you know, with that cyclone, he's going to make the call. He's going to watch the halls. He's just going to watch the halls. Not with this, you know, obviously he does 2 taps to the range. But that foam there. But I don't think he's ready for it. He does find one, but cannot find Tabs there.
That was perfect. He heard the breaching foam go down. He knew a player had his gun down and tried to go for it, but could not get away.
Yeah. I think he just, a little bit of a jiggle peek, just pre-fire it and leave. I think it would have been a little bit better. But I do believe that Cheeky Breachi now they're able to just buy gun. Oh no, they can only work with Vezins. Okay, no, never mind. Jake has a door block. We're okay. Scared me for a second.
All right, now we have our first full buy round coming in here. I think this is a
we're door block. We're door block.
Somewhere. Oh, there's a door block.
Oh, I'm surprised no one's hanging around the vent or no. Okay, so is that, here we go. Robert, you little rat. Little rat.
Cheeky. That is cheeky. I want to see this one work out. Oda's gonna spot, and then Rob is just gonna. Oh, Rob heard the break open there. He does climb over.
A little bit of engagement there. Careful. Oh, that what? Yeah, but now that's just basically server room uncontrolled. They're able to take out that door as Revolt might be able to just swarm in and take it down. Maybe that is a 5v1. That is a very quick round for the side of Revolt. Caramel looking the wrong way. It is all down to Black Cat in a 1v4. You're gonna believe it's up a miracle. Able to find Sab, but cannot find Compacted. But Revolt going 3-0 in this map. You know, Cheeky Breachi, they have to find some type of momentum just to get back up.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to even have a lot of money to do it. They're going to be forced onto Cyclones this round. They're going to be hard-pressed to try to win this round, it seems. Revolt are in complete control now, it seems. At least for right now.
Now, that rat spot right there in server, I think, you know, a long time, I think, Yellow, when we first scrimmed you, I think, who was it, Thief that was hiding there? I was like,
I don't know.
someone on your team was like just ratting in there. I'm like, someone's gonna do it again, and I just see, oh, Thief's, like, I think it's Thief that was there, or Lurf, one of those two. Like, oh, you're right there. And then after the game, it was like, how did you know that spot? So I think it's
we have some intelligence on our team, but anyways, getting back into it. With
this is what Pavlov does to you, man.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. But
yes, I think what bomb site do we get? I haven't been paying attention.
We have
storage and green screen. We have storage and green screen.
Yeah.
That is second story.
That is second story. It shows you how well I actually know these maps.
I got the brains, as you can see, a little bit of a rush in through. Savvy will find Black Cat. But no, that's Lounge as there's a flash in. Toxic does fall to Compacted. But Oda, no, he's a little bit swarmed there. Cannot find Tabs. A little bit of a drop shot there. It repeats itself again. Down to a 1v5. The only one is Source. But Roberts gets flashed. He does get flashed. That is a automatic closer right there. Flawless round coming in from Revolt.
To the point where they almost didn't even take damage. I mean, they just breached and cleared. That is the summary of that round. They breached, they cleared, they won. That's all that needs to be said. But anyways, now Cheeky Breachi.
What do you think Cheeky Breachi should do here? Because they need to find something.
I don't know whether it's like they're overextending or they're just losing the gunfights. It's a tough call. I mean, they could play a little bit more passively perhaps, but it really just depends. I mean, do they need one lurk? Do they need two lurks? Do they need no lurks? It really just depends. But I think it's really just a matter of, you know, they had that coordination in the first game. They need to just bring that back in this game. And, you know, they're very capable of doing it, like I said. But it's just the defense is kind of falling apart a little bit.
You see there, yeah, I do believe it is, you know. Okay, so we are going to see a office and bathroom hit. You can see there as, you know, the side of Revolt as it is that flash in. I do believe that accidentally hits Tabs. You know, able to call one there as, you know, Jake does fall to Tabs. That foam is going to go down as soon as possible, but Jonas go down. Roberts is forced to reposition as he doesn't know when that wall's going to go down anytime soon. He is completely trapped here, but, you know, just support there. As both walls go down, Roberts cannot focus on one. As Toxic does back fall, it is down to a 2v5. He Black Cat might be able to spot that. He does spot the lake, able to find him, but in a 2v4 and time pressure against Cheeky Breachi. Not a lot to do there. Caramel's just, oh my god. Caramel's, oh, just peek once. But it is in a 2v3. This, you know, this group of, you know, Pavlov players, they could play, just coordinate everything here, but a little bit of a gauge outside of that hall. But
question is, does Odo actually check this?
Yeah,
I mean,
does Odo check, or will Caramel get aggressive?
Oh, Caramel's looking the wrong way.
I can't there. As yeah, Caramel does find Odo. Oh, you know, 5. Oh, you know, it's looking like a complete roll for the side of Revolt.
I mean, what has been the, what do you think has been the change here between game 1 and then the past 2 games? Is it a map knowledge thing? Is it I mean, what is going on that Cheeky Breachi could wind up changing here?
I honestly think it's the endurance. You know,
I mean,
you're playing for a long
seems
time.
to just be getting them on pure aggression at this point.
Yeah, I think they just been able to find out what Cheeky Breachi's weak at. You know, if you know Revolt decide to play slow, that's you know where Cheeky Breachi starts to shine. But the moment that Revolt starts to get aggressive, that's when Cheeky Breachi gets completely overwhelmed. And they just don't have a lot to work with. You know, Black Hat, you know, playing, I think he's starting to play a little bit too far now. You know, just, you know, how aggressive Revolt's starting to play.
Yeah. I mean, one could hope for the comeback. One could hope for the tie. But it's looking like Revolt might just wind up straight up winning it here. As we get into the final round of the first half, Caramels is going to be droning.
Yeah,
and they're pushing right with the drone. You see some
Robert. I honestly think if he didn't shoot that drone, because I don't think that spotted him. It's a 4v5. I'm not sure what got taken down as. Oh, that's it. Black Cat on that lurk, but everyone else is on B site. It's a matter of time. Just if he decides to slow down. Oh, the only defender. Black Cat, it would find one from that top hatch there. But I do believe that EMP could be going down. But Caramel able to get that lurk. That is basically a complete shutout. It is all down to Toxic there. That EMP is going to go down in a 1v4. Toxic just has to find something here, you know, only with an RCP. But everyone else on the side of Revolt, they have a Marui as well as Pheasants. This looks like a complete stomp here.
Yeah, and they have window control as well. And he gets flashbang and that's it.
Yeah.
Hazel just takes him out. Revolt have a perfect half. They're dancing for victory there. They just need one more round to close it out. Cheeky Breachi have a long way to come back, and they are now on the attacking side. So this could be the final round.
This could be the final round, or we could see, I think, probably the greatest comeback I could have seen. Hold the horses, all right? Just hold it. We could see it. See there, I mean, the side of Cheeky Breachi, they're obviously gonna have to. Every round is gonna be a force buy.
Yeah, they need to just do it up, and we need 6 successful Cheeky Breaches in a row. That is what Cheeky Breachi needs right now. But that's gonna be a hard comeback. We always root for the comeback, but you know,
always root for the underdogs.
Revolt is dominant at this point.
Yeah, they are just showing up and just, you know. They're treating Cheeky Breachi like, you know, black ants or like summer ants, you know, they're just stomping them.
Yeah, but who knows what can happen? Like I say when I cast, anything is possible.
Anything happens. So we can see, I think, a little bit of a full split here, as you know, 2 of the members of Cheeky Breachi are gonna try and hit Radio. Caramel's able to find Roberts and gets out of that situation. You know, he's knocked down a half. He doesn't want to try and get into any type of more fights. Think he's just gonna run to either. Tabs are compacted. You know, Slab able to find Toxic down to a 5v3. Now this is starting to pull away from Cheeky Breachi. You're down 2 players. You don't have map control. At a time, Tabs does find Odo. This is starting to look unwinnable. It is all down to Black Cat, but he is completely overwhelmed into a 1v4. Despite Tabs, he cannot find Hazel, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Revolt will be moving on to the next week.
Just like that. Revolt, they lose the first map. They bring it back in the second map with a 7-2 finish, I believe, and then third map is just a complete sweep, 7-0. And so Revolt, like we
Literal
said,
stomp there.
going to be moving on. GG's to both teams, but Revolt going to be going against Wicked in next week's lineups, which I believe, if I'm right, is the semifinals. And yeah, so according to my casting bench here, it seems that Revolt is the last EU team remaining. So if you're an EU player and you like EU teams, you can be rooting for Revolt. But we have a bunch of great matchups next week coming up. But GG's once again to both Revolt and Cheeky Breachi. Revolt, like we said, gonna be moving on. Heritage, any final words, my friend?
And just say this is not the last time you'll be hearing from me, as we do have a second cast at 9 p.m. It is going to be 404 versus Infinity. You know, two players. I think I might be favoring 404 in this case. They have star players. You know, 404. They've been running really well during this bracket, but
I mean, that's a tough call for either one of those teams, but both of those teams are insanely good. Like they grind the game like crazy, to my knowledge. So, and then whichever team wins that goes against Vortex next week. So,
and out of curiosity, who do you think is gonna win that?
Win the 9 o'clock match tonight?
9 o'clock, and then whoever goes against you next week.
That's a good question. I mean, tonight is.
I'm putting you on a spotlight here.
You are putting me on the spotlight here. Tonight, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, Error 404, they mainly come from Onward, and they have, I believe, they were Onward champions at some point. All really good players, and then Infinity, also really good players, have been playing since like the alpha, and a lot of great shots. So it's really just going to come down to which team is better with the teamwork. So, and then we we would need to grind against either team because man, they both grind the game like crazy. And yeah, so if we were to emerge victorious next week, I mean that would be crazy. But we definitely have our work cut out for us on either one of these teams. I can tell you that going into next week. So
yeah, I think this is going to be it from us at the desk here.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, everyone. My name is Heritage. You can find me, I believe, at twitch.tv/HeritageSCN. You can find Yellow Hat at twitch.tv/YellowHat07. And don't go anywhere. Don't think for the next 6 hours, I will be back here at this very desk. I'll be casting 404 versus Infinity, this time with my main co-caster, Ripster. So, don't go anywhere today.
Hey, but either way, chat, it's been a pleasure having you both. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Heritage, for hopping in last minute. Appreciate you a bunch, and we hope to see you in the next cast, 9 p.m. EST, Error 404 versus Infinity. My name's Yellow Hat, like I said, and see you around.
It's waiting, baby.